everyone, and welcome to the channel. I am the motivated Miss Stitcher, otherwise known as Kate, and this is my channel all about cross stitch. I have been cross stitching for 30 years, a little over at this point. Yeah, I started really young. That's why I still look somewhat young for someone with that much experience. I have noticed I've gotten 3 more subscribers this month, so if you did subscribe, thank you very much. You are very welcome, and whether you're new, old, a subscriber or not, please, I love to hear from you guys, so please comment on my videos, and please, if you've just found me and are not a subscriber, please subscribe, of course. And of course hit that notification bell, but that is not a requirement. I don't do so much myself. The email notifications from that are annoying. I am not gonna lie. Anyways, so moving on, today I have a bunch of whips, 4 whips, well, yeah, 4 whips and a new start. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to show you is my Modern Folk Embroidery mystery cell. I started this at the beginning of the year, and I am doing it, working on it, I should say, on 32 count dark sugar plum by Mystic Fabrics, and she is being stitched with DMC 3853. Sorry, I just had to really think about it. One thing I have to say is that I really loved this month's installment, probably because I didn't have to actually do any borders. They've been really kind of boring, and I won't have to do any more any next month either. I am really looking for next month. I'm really looking forward to finishing the boat that is in the middle that was part of the new bit. So that is the first thing, and I really do work on that one once a month, just because of course there's a new release from Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery every month for that. So yes, and with that, I guess we can move on to my Whip Go board for this month. I had 2 projects this month, unlike last month, and they were rather small. I found this month I got my my whips done probably about halfway through the month, and because of that, that resulted in my new start, because I was bored. I needed to do something. I needed to do something new, basically. But I have room, and I'm not overly concerned. But the 2 whip goes I called was this one, or one of them was this one. This is Mirabilia's Twisted Mermaids. I decided to do her on 32 count, what is it, French country linen, and I love how these colors are popping. The called for, I believe, was 32 count water lilies, and because I had worked with the water lily fabric by Witch Hold for both Miss Dancing Flower and Miss Christmas Eve, I did not want to use it again, but I found that this, I'll just show you again, this This fabric is really making the design pop. I don't know why Nora actually didn't, or whoever did the model stitch didn't actually use this one. It looks amazing, and all I really did was bring down the tail a bit, the tails I should say a bit, because there's two mermaids, and the stitches I did are about at the bottom of the tail, kind of 30 stitches down all across the piece. So that took me, I think, maybe only a couple days. It was really a small goal. I kind of wish that it had happened earlier. And then the next piece was, oh, I should, before I go on, show you the final design for what is it? The Twisted Mermaid. So you'll see what I've done there. Probably somewhat clearly. But moving on, the next call was actually one I just mentioned, Miss Dancing Flower. She is gorgeous, and I believe she was a start for me this year. We haven't really seen her on Whip Go since the beginning of the year. So yeah, it's been fun. I did her since I did have some of the water lily, the 32 count water lily remaining from my Miss Christmas Eve. I just did it in the called for because I had it. I may have done it on a different color had I had to make a decision, but you'll see that I just did a little bit on my left hand side, which is where the sort of the purple ribbon there kind of floats off in the air. It's basically the side with little stitching on it. If and when it's called again, or not if, when it's called again, I will work a little more on. Wait a second. No, I am much mistaken. This one is actually done for the year. It's kind of sad because she was pretty nice. Or no, is she done? I have to check. Yes, she is. I thought she was, and she is. So she'll be put away till next year at some point. I do intend to have her on my Whip Go next year. I think I have her in for a work on two sections for next year so far. What I'm really doing is, as I'm finishing, I've got a stitch tacks piece, which I'll show you in a bit, which I'm doing, I'm putting on there for 4 on my Whip Go for numbers, and then as I'm going through the year, I'm adding an additional 2 sections per 2 numbers per piece, and then hopefully I'll have some room for some new stuff at the end of the year, just so that I get some work on everything. And then the final piece I've been working on is, as I mentioned, this stitch tacks piece that I have. I haven't quite gotten my first page finish on this one, but I thought I'd show you anyways. And this, unfortunately, I don't know where the picture for this one went. I will probably go ahead and put it up. As I say, I haven't done a heck of a lot on this one. But I should be done this page by the end of the month, which will give me an extra finish on my Whip Go board, assuming that one of my alien squares is not called. But it could possibly be called anyhow. So that's that. So that is my whip go and additional stuff. The additional whip go, it is a whip go piece, the alien, but I'm not specifically sort of it wasn't called this month, so I didn't have to work on it, but I did anyhow. And yeah, it would be nice to get a finish on that one. Other than that, there isn't really much. I do have a start though. As I say, I got to a point this month where I finished both the memorabilias, which were called for Whip Go, as well as my Modern Folk Embroidery Mystery Sal. And I was out of default working on Alien to get my taxes done, so to speak. But that was a bit boring. So I started something new. This is Snow Queen by another memorabilia, surprise, surprise. Just let me make sure I've got this the right way around. Yeah, I think yes, okay. So, sorry about the delay. I had to figure out what way was up. I really hope she shows up there, yeah. The fabric I chose for this lady is 28 count wisteria, opal wisteria from Mystic Fabrics. It was the April fabric of the month, and she is honestly the colors are looking gorgeous on it. I was really worried when I started about whether, like, I did a floss toss. The colors looked fabulous. But I was a bit worried when I first started because I did a center start, as I do on most of my memorabilias, and the colors are very pale in the center, so she's fading into the fabric a little bit. But I'm hoping that once I've got some of the stuff around the edges completed, that she'll start to really show up. And just because I've got the pattern here and everything, the called for fabric is 32 count Rain Country French linen. I did not use that because, hey, I have a fabric of the month that looks fabulous, I have to say, so go for it. But moving on, I usually have a fabric of the month from Mystic Fabrics. Unfortunately, this month it didn't come for some reason. So, yeah. I don't have anything to really show you. I believe I haven't got any new patterns or anything like that. Yeah, I have ordered 2 patterns from memorabilia. The latest Tea, I think it's called Tea. The June release for memorabilia and Nora Corbett this month. And then also Charlotte. This is a pattern that was special order from my LNS, and I didn't really have any plans in doing it, except a little bird called Kitschy Whips, who I watch on a regular basis, let it out that she and Fiber Arts Amy are planning a memorabilia theme stitch retreat. for October of 2023. And while I'm not inclined to go to many retreats because most of them are in the States, flying costs a bundle from Canada, and you know, I'd rather go on a plane to Europe where my family's from, or something like that, right? Well, I learned this month that there's one exception to that, and that is a memorabilia retreat with Nora Corbett herself. So yeah, I'll be trying my darndest to get registered October 1st for that retreat. I know I have a extremely small subscriber count right now, but if anyone does want to meet me, I'm gonna try as hard as anything to get on that list and go there. I'm gonna be saving like crazy for it. And yeah, I'm really motivated to go, really excited to go. So yeah, that's I guess pretty much everything. I did contact Mystic Fabrics, and Misty, the dyer, was really helpful. She's actually going to be sending me another piece of June's fabric in with my July fabric, which I have also paid for. So yes, that is everything for the month. I hope everyone enjoyed this Flosstube, that you have a great summer. Honestly, don't forget to stitch. I intend to hopefully get my table out on my balcony soon so that I can stitch in the sunshine instead of just inside. And of course the benefit of that is the cats don't get at my floss. The cats don't get at my floss. Anyways, I am babbling, so I'm just gonna let you guys go. I hope you have a great week. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.